All right. All right. All right. Thank y'all for being here. So, I don't know if everybody saw the thumbnail or whatnot, but I just wanted to talk about it. I'm going to give my perspective on it. But I seen a video from um, What's the Tea and Crumpets? And the question has been asked, and people keep saying it. And oh, he's still in love with Brianna. He still wants her. He can't stop talking about her. So I want to talk about it and I want y'all to chime in. Just let me know what y'all think. Last time it was so many people in here. It was going so fast. I can see you, Ramona. What's up, Ramona? I didn't see you speak, but that's okay. I see you, babes. So, um, I just want to answer that. I want to talk about that, and we're going to get into it. So, I'm going to start with this video real quick. Let me share. Sabby, you say he don't talk about her.
In other news, Georgia residents are going to be happy to hear this. It just came out. There's a new website where any Georgia resident, as long as you live within a zip code in the state.
Appointment at Vision Work.
Okay, hold on, y'all.
On, and of course, leave us a comment. If it's no more than just saying, hey, girl, hello, something. All of my people who are in the stands, in the bleachers, please come down and say hello. Okay, it's okay. The water's fine. Okay, all right.
And this is What's the Tea and Crumpets
about the Latruth. Okay, so when you get here, it's all about relaxing and knowing that this is a free space for you to express yourself, even if it's against.
Let me just get into it.
I have a little more free time today, and it's funny because he said that he.
So the name of this is Mr. Latruth obsessed with ex-wife Brianna, the real reason he can't forget her. So I want to see.
And it's funny because he said that he has a type. Now, just on my last video, maybe 2 videos before, I said he definitely has a type. And this is the video that we're talking about the fact that Miss Brittany could have possibly told his daughter, Melissa, his oldest daughter, to go out and say on her social media that Latruth did X, Y, and Z as far as, things got a little bit physical as far as, him expressing himself and disciplining her, something like that, and a lot of people are.
Oh, is that right, Robin? Well, maybe I should have just cut the part out that I needed. So let me find it. Anyway, I don't even have to do this, right? Let me stop it. We could talk about it. So personally, I'm with Lolita, right? And I'm with Sabby. I do not believe that he is in any way still in love with her. I don't even think, honestly, truth be told, I don't even think he thinks about her in that way. I don't even think he has any lust for her when he see her. I think when he see her, all he see is disgust. And that's just real. Let me get this for y'all. So that's what I think. I don't believe like people keep saying, oh, he talk about her or he talk about the situation. He talk about what happened. I just don't think that people realize that that was his real life. You know what I'm saying? He's going to talk about what happened. He's going to have issues. You know what I'm saying? He really still trying to process it. Cause can you imagine, building some help? Let me put it like this. Can you imagine helping somebody get all the way on their feet that came to you with little to nothing? They like to say she had a van and she had her own place. So we're going to give her that. Right. But could you imagine bringing somebody in your home? They have their children. You taking care of them like you the dad, even though it was another narrative spent today about he said them was her kids and not his, but that's neither here or there. Them people just over there telling them lies and praying on their easy prey over there. That's what they doing. But Kriya needs to be on my computer system. Supers are doing. It's okay. It's all right. So, thank you, Dreamy. Thank you, Tabs. All he see is disappointment, and I really truly believe that he see disappointment. He see disgust. You know what I'm saying? Like we women, so you know how you felt when you've been done wrong. And then I mean, this was overboard. She did overkill. Okay, she did overkill, and I'm gonna show you some of the reasons why I personally say he's not in love with her. But we're gonna start here. Hold on. All right here. Let me read some of these comments. You agree, Sabby? No. Okay, let's start here. So I'm not gonna play it, y'all, because y'all know how they get. But I'm gonna just play it over here.
They did not write that book. They did not write that book. Their friend wrote it. What is the friend name? Can't even think of the friend name. But y'all done seen him before because he commented on.
No, I'm gonna show it. It is what it is.
He wrote the book and then he just let him slap his name on it. He didn't write that.
Okay. So this is the one, y'all. She came out and she told every secret, everything that went on personally in his life. Whether that was the book writing, he didn't write his book. First and foremost, that's how you know. I don't know where they say she came up with these degrees from, because you know how many people have people write their books. They tell them their story. They tell them what they want to be in the book, and they have somebody else write it for them. You know what I'm saying? So this was her right here saying he didn't write the book.
They did not write that book. They did not write that book. Their friend wrote it. What is the friend name?
Did the friend write your book?
The friend name. But y'all
we the people want to know because you conveniently leave out your stuff. Because I can't believe you wrote no book. Not the way you enunciate your words. So Sabby says she basically destroy his brand. I believe God will bless him to build it back up tenfold. Tenfold. She has done too much damage. I agree. I totally agree. She really did. Mm-mm. I got so much stuff in here, y'all. Let me take this down real quick.
Show the date where you signed them at. Because I'm the only one stepping out. I'm the only one who got a lawyer and paid $3,000 this week. You ain't did nothing. And again, here I am paying for us to get out of something. So the truth of the matter is all you care about is your image. And I'm sorry, that's all you care about is your image. But you really did it to yourself. You really came on here going on and on and on and on and on and on and on with different scenarios. When facts is facts. Truth is truth. And all you did was lie. Everybody keeps saying change your name.
Okay. That one. That's when she was lying to her people, saying that she filed the divorce. We all seen, I played it in one of my last lives, right? And we all seen where we actually know who went and filed the divorce. I don't care if she went to the courthouse and put the paperwork and got the paper. She went and picked it up, but she never filled it out because that's not what she really wanted. And you know, that's when all the crazy stuff came. It came from him rejecting her in the end. Lolita, you said, and even if he did still love her, he wouldn't be with her. Lolita, I believe if he did still love her, he loved her in a way of, yeah, you're my child's mother. He loved her in a way if she passed away today, he gonna shed some tears. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't no I love you on any kind of other level than that. Men are different. She called the popo on him and lied, and he could have lost his life. Exactly. They are. They're really different. You know, women will give a man 20 times. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll do it over and over and over again. Right? But when you call the number one, the police on the man that ain't doing nothing, you make up them dangerous lies like she did, it's over with. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? Like you could cancel that goodbye. He no longer trusts you. You know what I'm saying? Like after all, that was the biggest police call. That's the one that could have took his life. You know what I'm saying? That's the one. But you know, they say the police was called to their house how many times before? But it was just gradually. He was gradually just getting over it. And that's what happened.
Can't wait till my damn name change. I've been waiting.
And that was a lie right there. You couldn't wait till your name changed. Did you forget? We all heard you tell us you was not changing the name.
Facebook to approve my name.
You was made to do that.
Trust and believe it. I don't want to be nothing with LA Lie. I don't want to be known as Miss Latruth no more. Please just call me Brianna. That is my name. Brianna is my name, not Miss Latruth. I don't want to be associated with that, even though I own the copyrights to that name, even though I own the trademark to that name.
Now, if a ninja treated me bad for 6 years, just as fast as I change my name to his, or just as fast as I be unchanging it, okay? Like, please, this girl is so full of crap. So, hold on. So I'm just showing y'all like the track record of who, how. Why would y'all think he's nah, no. He's talking about it because he's been affected by it. He's been affected by it in a big way. You know what I'm saying? And then people are so stuck on yes, he has been affected. I'm gonna leave that there. But if y'all think she hasn't been affected, you better okay. The reason that she's being so evil right now, today, with the new man and conniving is because she's been affected by it. Her pride and her image is too big for her to come out here and actually tell the truth. But baby, the bag ain't bagging. Not like it was. Nope. All right. I got like way too much in this phone. Okay. Here's one of the big ones. I'm going to actually show this. I'm going to show 2 of them. Lolita, you say it's the police call, right? Yeah, it was the police call. I'll come back right there. But it was stuff like this for me.
Daddy outside. Why? Look at Daddy. Come on, let's see Daddy. Why? You want to see Daddy? Why? Let's see Daddy. Look. Come on, yeah. You want to see Daddy? Bye.
It was stuff like this for me. If y'all think that a man loves a woman that allowed another man play with his child like this, y'all got to be sick.
Daddy outside. Why? Look at Daddy.
Y'all got to be out y'all man. Get over it. This did it more than the police call.
Come on, yeah. You want to see Daddy? You want to see Daddy? Why? Why you want to see Daddy? You don't want to go to Robert House? Go to Robert House? Damn, man. Mm-hmm.
It's okay, baby boy. Jody, your turn coming. Or let's look at this one. When she was in somebody's chat. Let's make it big. She said, Amora is not his child, and I'm gonna protect my child with my whole body and soul. Ja is his daddy. Like, I think they forgetting a whole lot of this when people want to say, oh, he's obsessed. Oh, he's still in love. Man, listen, it ain't no man. Thank you so much, Terry. Let me pin it, Terry. It ain't no man in this world that is going to still love a woman that let another man, a new man, not even a husband, play with a child like this in a face in front of the whole world. There's no love there. Love her because God told us to love our neighbors. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Let me make this small. Give me 1 second. Let me read some of these. Thank you, Matu. Look at our sisters getting monetized. She didn't write her book either. No, she didn't write that book. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all last time, she conveniently tell everybody else's business but hers. Lolita, my husband said if I ever called the popo to our home, we would be done. I was like, you would just stop loving me. He said no. That's why I say it's more to it than just that, that call. She didn't write no book. She can't even write her own Facebook post. She copy and paste everything. That part. Thank you, my two. And she did not write her book. Couldn't have. No. We can listen to her talk. Good afternoon. Hey, Miss Lisa. Yo, what's up, who me? Who me? No, he wouldn't stop loving me, but he would definitely be done if I ever called the pigs to our home, laugh at his words. And it just be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel the same way. You call them on me, I'm checking the deuces. I don't like them. So I just hope RH doesn't entertain this pretty B situation because that's not a good look. You know what, Tisa? I'm not even gonna pry into that. That's his business. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta realize just because we see people with people don't mean, you know what I'm saying, that they stuck like glue. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. They grown. You know, at the end of the day, we gotta let them do what they do. She is a big she is a big bitter battle. Hey, that one, he wants her back, just not in this lifetime. He wants her back in her damn dreams. Lisa Smith, they got you effed up, beautiful. Wait, what happened? Let me read this, Terry. You ain't gonna let me not. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Is me, right? They be doing too much. What they did to Miss Lisa? Dangerous lies all day. Pathological liar. And I don't think he will share any tears. I'm sorry. Dang. I think he would share some tears. He is not. I don't think he that heartless. Sabby. Woo. Dang, Sabby. It's like that, ain't it? Thank you, Miss White. Miss White says, I'm not saying he don't love her at all, but imagine that he still do love her, but smart enough to understand what's good to you ain't good for you. In the beginning, he may have still been in love with her, but now too much has happened. And I believe that. I believe that. I believe like in the beginning, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like we've all been in a relationship that ended. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. I heard today that you couldn't even make it to 10 years, 6 years. You don't even know who you married to. That's a lie. And most people that get married and they've been married for 6 years, I'm sure that they didn't marry the day that they met. So they were pretty much already together. Now, these people kind of married months after, but you cannot sit here and say in 6 years, somebody don't know who they is and they don't know who they married and they don't even know each other. Like that mess over there that they be feeding them people, that shit is ridiculous. I'm sorry. And I wish he would have left when he saw the first red flag. You know what I'm saying? For real. Um, she is not a real one. She always tells secrets whenever she mad with someone, and that is weird. That is the weird part about it. Like, I mean, but you know, some people are, and some people are where they belong. You know, and Tabby's been talking about this she's been talking about this a lot. I won't say every day. But Tabby's been talking about this, and some people are where they are because you should never get so mad because it really shows your character. It shows who you are. It shows people that they cannot tell you anything because you do not get mad and you just come tell their whole effing life story because they didn't peed you off. Like, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But some of those people that has chosen to go over there and be over there, we can understand exactly why. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a part of their character too. Because now when they're talking about people they no longer deal with, we hear all of their business. We hear their business out loud on the platforms. Facebook wasn't holding up that name. She could have changed it. Yeah, she could have changed it. She came and told the world she didn't want to change it. You know what I'm saying? She was gonna, and that she owned it. If you owned it, why did you have to give it up? Girl, please. That judge said, get that man back his name. She told Dawn that RH has been seeing the signs. That's why he wanted a divorce within 6 months of the marriage. He allowed her to expose herself to the world. He did allow her to expose herself to the world. But now blessed beyond measures, we usually on the same we usually on the same tilt, right? But if you saw those red flags within 6 months, let me tell you, it wouldn't have never made it to 6 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't overlook stuff that long. Can't do it. I can't do it. He allowed her to expose herself to the world. Honestly, too late. So late that she has really broken him down. You know what I'm saying? Everything that he built, she has broken it down. That was too late. That was too long. And now I do, you know, that is his fault. Let me stop. Evil is embedded in her. I'm trying to make this. Okay, there we go. Evil is embedded in her. She been an evil for starting here. Hold on. Let me give it to you. Hold on. You ain't lied about that. Look. Hmm.
Said I was done.
Shout out to Harmony. This is one of Harmony old videos.
And y'all want to keep talking about this trouble.
Hold on.
For them to make up lies on somebody who's innocent.
Hold on. Let me get to the part. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Hey. Hey, girl. 3. 3 working on number 4.
Look at that. 3 working on number 4.
Said I was done. I said I was.
She was being evil right there. That's how you knew it was in her. It was in her. She brought it out to them, and she did that. Krisha, she threatened to hurt herself, and he didn't want to feel like. Hold on, let me stop this real quick. Krisha, she threatened to hurt herself, and he didn't want to feel like he was to blame for it. See, that's where you have to start. You know, if you already felt, see, you gonna make me, listen, if in 6 months, I'm going off of what you're saying. So if in 6 months he already wanted a divorce and he's seen it, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, you went through this for 6 years. You already saw a lot of her manipulation tactics. It ain't no way, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, personally, I've been the S word before. You know what I'm saying? I've wanted to do that before, right? So at the end of the day, when you want to do it, you're not going to tell nobody. He had to know. He had to see that she was already manipulative. You know what I'm saying? Before that happened, we seen her. We seen her use all her tactics on the internet. Oh, and I may have cervical cancer. That was another thing to come out and say out loud, so it can make him be like, oh man, she ain't let me go through this by myself. So I won't. She know what she was doing. At the end of the day, she still wanted the marriage. So anything that she thought was gonna make him feel bad, feel sorry for her, she knew what to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, I don't know what it was, but she did that. Yes, she did. She emotionally abused him with talks of unaliving herself. She did that. She, with all kind of like, she used sicknesses. You see how she came out and said, oh, and yeah, I wasn't gonna tell nobody, but I went and I had a checkup, blah blah blah. Then we later on down the line, we found out that was a lie, because she told us she hadn't been to the doctor in 5 years and hadn't had no checkups or none of that. So she knows what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like all that time he let her slide too much. You know what I'm saying? He was letting her skate. He felt bad for her, period, through the whole damn thing, through the whole flick. What's up, Nisha? Hey, Amelia. Yeah, she is. She is. She's a master manipulator. Hold on, let me show this one. So all these things, I just feel like, hey, Miss Jazz, if I miss anybody, hey, and welcome in. All these things, I feel like I wouldn't still love you. I don't care how much I loved you. I don't care how long we was together. You on here, you gonna prove to the world he broke.
This one says 2017.
You gonna put his tax returns out. This is crazy.
That's Robert Hampton, Flash Cash Records. Y'all see that correct? Okay, so what does that say? 92,000. He didn't look good. This one says 2017.
Y'all,
we have it. Let's see.
That was a hurt woman. That lady was so mad she wanted that man back, and he said, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. And she did. But they ain't gonna do it like him. They ain't even started off doing it like him. And then she ate her words right here.
Not the man that wants to support you like my husband. A lot of people saying, oh, she talking about her husband. No, baby, let me tell you something.
Shout out to Latte. This Latte video, y'all.
Let me make you eat your own words, baby. Let me tell you something. When I met my husband, I have stated this before, and I was working, and my husband said, no, I want you to stay home. I want you to, stay at home and take care of the kids. In my state of mind, in the beginning, I thought that was control. But let me tell you something. My husband did not want me to stay home with the children to control me. My husband wanted me to stay home because it made more sense for our family. It made sense for me to stay home and have my own business, which is what he has helped me got today. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even have this fan page. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be making as much money as I am making.
Oh,
that's the key.
Okay, King.
When he come into your life and upgrade you.
Period.
Not downgrade you and try to control your every thought and your every move.
Oh.
So when people kept saying, oh, she talking about herself.
Let's listen to it again. She was talking her shit right here.
That wants to support you like my husband, because a lot of people were saying, oh, she talking about her husband. No, baby, let me tell you something. Let me make you eat your own words, baby. Let me tell you something. When I met my husband, I have stated this before. And I was working, and my husband said, no, I want you to stay home. I want you to, stay at home and take care of the kids. In my state of mind, in the beginning, I thought that was control. But let me tell you something. My husband did not want me to stay home with the children to control me. My husband wanted me to stay home because it made more sense for our family. It made sense for me to stay home and have my own business, which is what he has helped me got today.
Okay, big Robert, not the little one.
Have this fan page. If it was for him, I wouldn't be making as much money as I am making. That's the king, okay? When he come into your life and upgrade you, not downgrade you and try to control your every thought and your every move. So when people kept saying, oh, she talking about herself. Not the man that wants to support you like.
What she saying now? I know I ain't the only one that heard it. Lolita, Tisa, you said he allowed her to get away with too much. He did. He did. And that's, sometimes like that's a blessing and a curse. That's a good man. You know what I'm saying? He was being a good man. You know what I'm saying? And we all want to be spoiled. We all want to have somebody to have our back, somebody to elevate us in life as we do the same for them. That's what we want. And that's what she had. They that one. They acting like they don't hear what she said. Everybody that's talking about her it's just her words. It's her words. The truth is Latruth loved her. He doesn't want her back. He's hurt. Imagine loving someone and they do everything in their power to destroy you. That is my exact same sentiment. We share the same. That's not easy to get over. And that's what I'm saying. We don't know how long he might talk about what his ex did to him. It happened. It happened to him in the most disrespectful way. She can sit here, she can say all this. He wasn't controlling. He helped build me up. He wanted me to stay home and be a mom. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got these people who are fighting for her, saying, oh, you said them was her kids and not yours. Where's that? Because you could keep running your mouth, but where's the proof that he said that? Because she told you he said that, but you have proof right here that shows he wanted her to stay home and be a mom to her kids while he go do what needed to be done. It was his experience. Exactly. He can talk about it as long as he so please. And that's the thing. That doesn't mean that he wants her back. That doesn't mean that he's obsessed and he can't get over her. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they want to spill. Like, oh, he can't stop talking about his ex. Well, shit. He's speaking on his experience out loud. She doing her dirty work behind the scenes. And that's evil. That's evil. Let me see. Let me go up some. I do have a coffee link. Tabby or my two, they in here. My two probably still working. Tabs, can you drop that coffee link for me, love? Um, or can you give it to Chosen so she can have it? Yeah, they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was on the phone earlier, and I was like, how do people sit and really listen to certain stuff? Like, how do you let another grown person play with your grown man? And they was like, it's easy prey, and that's just the truth. And I was just like, oh my god, it. Thank you, Tabby. It's easy prey. Like you sitting over there, just now you dealing with everything that you didn't have to deal with. You went through the phones multiple times and you came out here and told us, no, you never found nothing. Now you're going through the phones and looking for stuff, and guess what? You finding something. You got the women coming up fighting you on the internet. See, if he was doing anything, guess what? They knew your place. They wasn't coming at you. These women that's coming at you now, they don't even know your place. They don't even know where you stand in that man life, sweetheart. And then let's not let's not play. Brianna came out and Brianna said, there's always some truth in every joke. A grown age don't equal a grown mind. You better say it. I skipped somebody's that I wanted to read. Okay. She came out here and she said, y'all remember when she said she was mad at Janelle and she said, oh, there's always some truths in a joke. He always joking, whatever. Yeah, just like that last skit he did when they asked him if he had kids. He said, I got a French bulldog. Girl, you better pay attention. Like, are they his? Is that why you now back on your little I want to pray and post these memes and junk as they his, because he said he got a French bulldog. He ain't got no kids. People around her never have held her accountable for bull she was doing. She is a big liar, and that's true. And that's sad because I feel like the people that is in her life as far as immediate family never did it. And unfortunately, she came out here and manipulated other people to not do it. I have a damn good husband now, and I will speak on my past experiences. For real. For real. Grown age don't equal a grown mind. And she did what she did on the internet. And she's still allowing people to destroy him. And, Lolita, yes. And, I kind of don't like when they be like, oh, Robert, because I want to keep this straight. Oh, he's recruiting women he ain't recruiting nobody. Everybody that's coming out here and they speaking what they speaking, they're doing it on their own. But we actually know that y'all have been recruited. We actually know that things have been sent to them people to put out and post and talk about. You're still allowing. You recruited a whole team. Y'all had a whole headquarters. And these people are so quick to say he's recruited all these women. No. It's just a lot of smart women that saw her bull. That's what happened. And she thought Jonell was going to be a robber, and he's the complete opposite. He's the complete opposite. He's everything that she said Robert was in 6 years. She got it in 6 months. How about that? She got it. And this one. And who? Blessed beyond measure. Where you at? Because I want you to see this one. Let me move it over.
These are beautiful, you guys. This one is really cute. These are
and this is when he should have saw she was ungrateful right
gold
here.
Frames. The cheetah print goes all the way around. All of these glasses you can get prescribed. These might be my favorite. I would have been switching up things every day. Charlene, baby.
Was there a see that footage where?
Let me see.
Yes.
Was it documented on social media?
It was.
Okay. If people want to see that footage, where can they find that?
It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. Be on YouTube.
A prank.
You just search. I think you can just put Latruth proposal. But yeah, it was a prank, man. I act like I was gonna break up with her. I told her I didn't want to be her boyfriend no more. And then pull the ring out. I want you to be my wife.
Now, what's your opinion on this? This is for either of you two. Should a woman propose to a man?
I feel like they can.
I don't think they should, but I don't knock it if they do. I feel like the man should definitely take that step, but I wouldn't knock it if a woman say, "Hey,
she was not."
You gotta shoot your shot sometimes.
I feel like women do it, especially if the man taking too long. You keep hinting at it, but then again, you can propose and then he say yes, and then you still taking along. He's still not ready for it. So
she can at least suggest it or bring it up. I think just to see, give him the chance to. You know what I mean?
And just curious here, I don't know if this was in the documentation or not, or people paid attention or not, but how long were you two in a relationship before you actually do the proposal?
It was so quick, man. I'm telling you.
We met in March and got married in August.
It's crazy.
What year was this?
His face.
2016?
Yeah.
2016, man. 3 months. It was like... She shot her shot though. I'm not gonna say she didn't suggest it, but that's why I say it's cool.
Of course she did.
Met in March, proposed June, got married August.
And what do you mean she shot her shot? What does that mean?
She suggested. She brought marriage up. She didn't ask me to marry her, but the suggestion came up. She let me know what it was she wanted. It wasn't gonna be no playing with her.
Yeah, because Deshaun got married.
And just for time reference, it's February 2021. Now, Mrs. Latruth, you have your wedding ring on today.
Yep.
Does the ring size matter?
I went through a couple already.
Yeah.
Ungrateful.
4 different wings, but this is my favorite.
This was a big old red flag. Like you were ungrateful.
The one that I had before this one.
Can you explain why the different rings?
The first one was small, and then I went bigger, and then I got bigger, and then I really wanted the bigger one.
She chose that small one. I told her I could go for the stars, but that's what she said.
No, that was a surprise. That was for the proposal.
Oh, okay.
He ain't had
There's been so many rings, I lost track of it.
You also have your wedding ring finger on today.
Yeah.
And this is the one and only for you?
Got two.
About two.
Oh, you got two?
3 different bands,
Okay. And why the different
Listen to his reason, though.
Because if I have, I might have white gold on.
Ah.
And so I would have a white gold band.
Okay. So it's more like a jewelry matching other jewelry reasoning there.
Yeah.
Okay.
The man caught on. He caught on. You want yours to switch with your jewelry, what you wearing in your jewelry. If you got white gold on, if you got gold on, she wanted hers different because it wasn't big enough. It wasn't big enough. Why is it okay for everybody to talk about and make money off his own story, but she got folks dragging him and certain CCs trying to bully them into being silent because she don't want the truth to come out? That's exactly what's happening. It's not okay. Let's not forget, she said she will never get over him, and she won't, and she's not. She's not. Yes, Miss White, they have no idea what that feels like because it hasn't happened to them. It hasn't. Some of them talking about, they got married and you didn't even know this person in 6 years. You can't learn a person in 6 years. Well, damn. How long did it take you to learn a person? You went through 3 marriages already. So I guess y'all didn't know each other either. It's no place in his life. That's why he do what he want. I pray everyone had a great Monday. You too, Tabs. Hope you had a great first day. Hey, Miss E. Did y'all see the post she made about the body butter? Isn't that a new post? I don't know, Miss Jazz. What it said? She do it behind the scenes because she don't want Janelle to know, and that she's still bitter that Robert left her ass. And she's doing it also, Heather, behind the scenes, yes, because she don't want him to know. She doesn't even want him to know that she's dealing with those people. But if we want to keep it a buck, Janelle is treating her like he's treating her because he already knows she's still in love with a man. Because you ain't putting this much energy into some shit that you over. And you're right, Mellow Yellow. Thank you for passing by. She said, but y'all know that little girl is not bright upstairs. She is not. She is not. Ja doesn't like her, and he purposely embarrasses her and openly disrespects her. She has no self-control, and he treats her as such. And that's true. He don't like her. Lolita, you're absolutely correct. Until it becomes their situation or anything close to it for them or their family members, they'll never understand it. No. And I actually have a story of somebody that is very, very similar to this one, which is crazy. But I ain't gonna tell their business. And she has that half man. She had that half man telling her what to do. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I mean, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? The truth is the truth. If you had 2 failed marriages, you can't tell me nothing. I don't want you to tell me a thing. I'm sorry. People may feel like different. They can tell you why it failed and what to do next. Nope, I'm cool. I'm good. Her looks tell me she wasn't into him at all. She didn't marry for love. That wasn't her point. She saw opportunity. She's an opportunist. She was mad at the ex for getting married. So she wanted to go ahead and get married so she could try to make the ex jealous. Everything she do is about making somebody else jealous. Hey, Salita. So much fakeness with her hearing her talk irks me. She actually looked happy here. You think she looks happy here, Tabby? I don't think so. I don't think she looks happy. I don't think she was ever happy with him. I think he was happy with her. And he actually wanted her, but she wanted the relationship for her own reasons, her own personal reasons. Opening that DM was the worst mistake he ever made. His words, not mine. I know he ain't never told no story about that. Y'all notice how she tried to make people feel stupid with her chuckles and looks. Now her ass get a piece of chicken from the do bag. She can't get a piece of chicken. Nope. Nope. She would never get over him. That's why she keep wearing that robe he bought her. Yeah, she will not get rid of that robe. Man, listen, if you treated me a certain way for 6 whole years, I don't want nothing you gave me. She was walking around still wearing that ring, baby. I don't want this ring. That ring would have been turned into something else or a couple of things. Oh, let me see. I went too fast. And the thing is, he did it because he wanted it. He did. He did. She took his kindness for weakness. She took his kindness for advantage. Hold on, y'all. Let me make this small. He was the best thing that ever happened to her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I so far, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to say like, you know, I don't know, but I don't want to say that she can't get anybody that's good to her. But she got to first learn how to be good to herself. She don't love herself. She's not good to herself, and that's just it. He saw and see how she treated RH, so he's paying her back. Yeah, he did. I told y'all, Miss Lisa, she is that a malignant narcissist all day. She is just jealous as the one she's trying to make jealous. Yeah, he doesn't. She looks conniving. She do in that video. She did. Hey, boo love, what's up? Yeah, she do. He look like he don't want to look like let me out. I'm finna pull it back up because tabs. I don't know. He looked like he was genuinely happy or whatever. And she looked like she was just like, yeah, whatever. She had her hands all folded, like very uncomfortable. She didn't want to say why she switched her rings because that shit was ungrateful, as you know. And his was easy. I switched it because my jewelry, I wanted to match. That makes sense. But to just be like, oh, this ring too small, I need another one. Girl, please, I would have left her right there, standing right there, because I already know what you about. But why did he want her? She didn't have anything to offer him. Great question. That is a great question. She didn't, but that was the trauma bond. You know what I'm saying? I don't have my mom. I lost my mom. You lost your mom. You know what I'm saying? That's where the trauma bonding started. And, just being a man, most men, they're actually not looking for the woman to offer them anything. You know what I'm saying? A man. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what, you know what I'm saying? He was a good man to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how many women want to live like that? You know what I'm saying? Want to have their husband say, you ain't got to go to work. Stay home and take care of the kids. And I'm gonna show you how to work this social media. You could do it from home, and you could still stay home, and you could still be a mom, and you could make your money. And he did that. He did all of that. She saw opportunities and upgrades with Robert. She did. And she also felt like she saw them with Janelle. You know what I'm saying? And that's why she came out here with that big stepper, real actor. That's why she did all that, because she saw opportunity there. She saw potential, but it ain't going that way. And then it's almost so backwards, because he accepted her with what she had. Like you said, she didn't have nothing to offer. You know what I'm saying? But she left. No. When he left, let me get that right. She still couldn't be alone. She had to go find somebody else, even if it meant her building that person up. She don't care. She has to be with somebody. But now, look, because she could have burned or destroyed it, but that's her way of letting BB know she's still in love with RH. No, I disagree. She loved him, and I agree, Tabby. I think she looks happy in that clip as well. I'm going back. I need to see this happiness. We going back, y'all.
What if recording high-quality content, editing like a pro, and streaming like a star was as simple as...
Was there a proposal for marriage?
Yes.
Was it documented on social media?
It was.
Okay. If people want to see that footage, where can they find that?
It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. Be on YouTube.
My girl say she look happy.
Search,
Look.
I think she can just put Latruth proposal. But yeah, it was a prank, man. I act like I was gonna break up with her. I told her I didn't want to be her boyfriend no more. And then pulled the ring out. I want you to be my wife.
Now, what's your opinion on this? This is for either of you two.
I think that she goes into character very
propose
easily.
to a man.
That's what I think.
I feel like they can.
I don't think they should, but I don't knock it if they do. I feel like the man should definitely take that step, but I wouldn't knock it if a woman say, "Hey, you gotta shoot your shot sometimes."
I feel like women do it, especially if the man's taking too long. You keep hitting at it, but then again, you can't propose, and then he say yes, and then
okay, I gotta
not ready for it. So
put one in the chat if she look like she happy.
They probably have.
Give him.
Yeah, it's all.
You know what I mean?
She goes into character. Good. You got to look beyond
that. And just curious
here,
I don't know if this was in the documentation or not, or people paid attention or not, but how long were you two in a relationship before you actually do the proposal?
It was so quick, man. I'm telling you.
We met in March and got married in August.
It's crazy.
What year was this?
His face.
2016?
20. Yeah.
2016, man. 3 months. It was like... She shot her shot though. I'm not gonna say she didn't suggest it, but that's why I say it's cool to
Tabitha, drop some. Get out of here with them ones. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't think she happy.
What does that mean?
She
in this video,
she brought marriage up. She didn't ask me to marry
and
her,
that she did it just
came up. She let me know what it was
because the other man got married on her.
Playing with her,
And just for time reference, it's February 2021. Now, Mrs. Latruth, you have your wedding ring on today.
Yep.
Does the ring size matter?
I went through a couple of rings.
Yeah.
I had like 4 different wings, but this is my favorite one.
Yeah. 4 different ones.
This is my other one that I had before this one.
Can you explain why the different rings?
The first one was small. And then I went bigger, and then I got bigger, and then I really wanted the bigger one.
You chose that small one.
Okay, Tabby, I'm gonna drop the link.
But that's what she said.
Don't come up here with that.
Oh, okay.
He ain't had
There's been so many rings, I lost track of it.
Thank you, Melissa. I feel the same. I feel like she faked happy right here because she was just.
Oh, you got
2 or 3 different bands,
Okay, and why the different bands there for you?
Because if I might have white gold on, and so I would have a white gold band.
Okay, so it's more like a jewelry matching other jewelry.
Love her more. He was to me. He wasn't. Thank you, Terry. Okay. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
And just curious here, when you do, Mrs. Latruth, when you do get different rings and you have throughout your time, is this something you ask him to do? You do on your own? Is this something that's talked about? Maybe you both go in on it.
Every time we go get our ring clean, I seen another ring.
Yeah, she'll see something else she like better.
So we go to K Jewelers, and I'm like, this is new. Can I get this, please? And then this one was actually my birthday prank. He was acting like he was gonna divorce me, and then I got this one. So.
Yeah, I did a divorce prank on her. So, that one did probably 30-40 million views, but
hey sis.
These pranks sound very stressful.
Yes.
Oh, the icy hot prank she did on me was pretty stressful and painful at the same time, man.
But then I'm also thinking, as we're doing this interview, and I'm thinking these pranks probably paid for some of these rings.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact. That's a
fact. Sis. Hey, first of, can you hear me, Krisha?
I can hear you.
Okay. First of all, hey everyone in the chat. I hope everyone had a great day. Krisha, you have to look at her body language.
Oh, I am.
Her body language as opposed to years from what I've seen recently towards him. It's a difference. To me, she actually looks happy right now. She's engaging with him. She's actually looking at him. She's smiling at him. I don't even think she was even thinking about all that he could bring to her at that time. She was just enjoying the moment.
Mm. So y'all know me and Tabby gonna battle this one out. So if anybody want to come be the mediator, we might need you because I feel like in that video she was fake happy because I feel like she knows how to go into character quick, right? And I feel like her intentions of marrying him that fast and her bringing up marriage and ready to do it, and her even saying that she feels like a woman can propose, right? I'm not with that. But all of that is because she was already looking to hurry up. And when she jumped in the DM, she already knew what he could do for her. Okay. She already seen that. She already knew. She was watching that. Right. So it was, okay, I'm finna jump in here. I'm finna get with him because now my ex is married.
Well, I wouldn't say that because that means that all the things that we've been saying about her will be contradicting ourselves. Because you're saying that she's fake happy, but the whole time y'all was saying that she was happy with him. So we got to make it make sense.
No, I never felt like she was happy with him. I never felt like she loved him.
So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people were saying that they felt like she was happy with him, right? And you're saying that she wasn't happy with him. But you're playing clips showing that, saying that she is happy, and you're saying that she is happy.
No.
My is her I'm not talking about now, I'm just talking about in general when we try to pick on her character. My thing is on here, I think she was happy because phone keep going out. I'm sorry, y'all. I think she was happy because she was enjoying the moment of a man treating her how she's supposed to have been. I do believe that it once she developed who she was and she realized the type of power she had, I believe that's when she transitioned into being the person that she is today. I do believe that she was actually genuinely happy with him at first, and something happened and it caused her to be who she is today. I'm not saying that she wasn't that she wasn't a bad person as a woman, but as his woman at that time, I do believe Latruth made her happy. It shows.
I believe the things that he was able to do for her kept her smiling and kept her happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't believe she was truly internally happy with him. Though that was the outer look. But it was because what he could do for her. She was happy. Because if you was genuinely happy, you wouldn't have, huh?
I said, thank you, Lolita. She agreed with me, and Gloria.
Hold on.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, that it almost comes like a package deal. We're just gonna agree to disagree. I agree that she was happy with him at that moment, and I also understand what you're saying too. But on that picture, her body language, she looked at, even with Jonelle, she does not look happy with him. And the body language that I just seen with her with Latruth in the beginning, she looked like she was happy. But with Jonelle, she looks distant, she looks scared, she looks, yeah. Dreamy Sarah. Yeah.
So even with Jonelle, I put it on the floor. Like, I feel like she was more into Jonelle than she was into this in the beginning, period. She gave Jonelle everything. You see what I'm saying? Like, she gave him all of her undivided attention. She actually showed that she liked him. Okay.
I don't agree with that because remember, Amora said that she had to do that because she didn't want to make it look like another failed relationship. So she was trying to prove a point.
So did you believe that?
No, I think she was trying to prove a point to Latruth. I do not believe that she really, really loved Jonelle neither.
Well,
I don't believe that. I believe she was just ready to get out of it. And
So if you say you don't believe she loved Janelle neither, then that means you
Yes, she was in lust. Exactly. Because when she first, you're right, Cindy. Because when she first came out talking about Janelle, all she used to do was talk about his private part. That's it. Nothing else to offer.
Well, she talked about other things. She talked about he was a real actor. She talked about he was a big stepper. So she boosted him up more
Yes,
than
the truth.
well, yeah, she did boost, but that's what I'm saying. But here's my thing. I believe,
Thank you,
if
Miss.
you look at her body language in that video, she's sitting there like a little girl with her arms folded.
Yes.
Let me finish.
Yes. A little girl. She's
But
loving
not a little girl
everything.
that's happy though. Not a little girl that's in love, right? But when we first seen her come out with Janelle, it was way more energy.
Yes, because why, Krisha? It was new. It was fresh. It was a bigger quote unquote penis. That's why. It's not the Janelle that screams to me.
Okay, Tabitha. Robert was fresh too. You got to remember her old
and
man.
she was happy. I think she was really happy. We're gonna leave it at that, sis. We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, we is because okay. So let me read some of these comments.
Read the comment.
Yes. Hold on, cause y'all. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back up.
Yeah, Miss Gloria.
She wasn't really happy about Latruth. She would have been happy. She would have been happy just to be in any relationship after Sleepy. She didn't want to be alone since Sleepy was married. That's Sabby. Miss Lisa said she was fake happy. Let's keep it real with Am Bam. Hey, I'm sorry, the ring size matters. I think that the ring size matters when it comes to your financial situation. I'm not ungrateful, so you could give, you know what I'm saying, because I always know upgrades can come. You know what I'm saying? So
I have a small ring, but I have small fingers. A big ring wouldn't look right on my hand. So I want a
I have a decent size ring. 3 rings. She's 3 rings because she's greedy. Yeah, and it was just given ungrateful. Them pranks always become reality. Hey, Tabby, I believe that. Melissa, the laugh. 4 different rings. Sad. Off topic.
Thank you,
So
Cindy.
you mean to tell me that ring around the lips is permanent? I thought that. Melissa.
What?
All that nervousness rocking back and forth. Yes, that's I'm telling you, like, I really did. I watched that video a couple of times before I even shared it on here. Like, she was giving, the energy wasn't there.
He looked it off. I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, Latruth looked it off. He the one that looked it uncomfortable. To be honest with you, I think that she was the one that was like enjoying the moment, enjoying talking about it. He the one that looked it off to me, like he wasn't happy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Beverly said Tabby all facts. Miss E says no. Tabby only gonna say okay, y'all, when y'all agree. Okay, I'm just telling y'all that right now. Miss E said now she was thinking about it. LOL. She looked like okay. So I have a sister. I ain't gonna hold y'all. And my sister, like, you can always she a little something. She a little extra, but you can always tell when she's thinking in her head, and that's what she was giving me in that video. Like, she's talking, but she's thinking, and she's thinking about what to say next, and she's calculated. Dreamy says both of them were faking. You might be right. Lolita said, Lisa, F that. If he came by a nice ring, he shouldn't be thinking about marrying anyone. Hell, but Ninja can't afford a nice ring, that he can't afford to provide for his family either. Lolita, that is a mess. Facts, Krisha. Thank you. All to get back at Sleepy, Sabby says. Right, Tabby. That is Lolita. You and Lolita is on the same tilt. Dreamy said, Melissa, LOL. Yeah, she said she had, I don't know what that was. I didn't see it, y'all. She married him that fast to get back at the first baby daddy. She did not love him. That's Lachelle's. I believe she did love him. That's Miss E. How was they faking when they got married in 3 months, then divorced? How was they faking when they got married in 3 months, then divorced in 2023? Help me understand that one, Beverly. Dreamy girl, yikes. I gotta catch up. Y'all. Catch up discussion board. Um Nah, she was happy for real, Lolita said. So the other Lolita said they think he wants her. He doesn't want her. He's processing what she did to him. That's what I said. Remember Miss Season said when she met him, he was totally broken and they want him to get over it. Hold on, y'all. Fendi crying at my door. Let me let it in.
Yeah, like now I do not think he wants her. And that's the honest God truth. I do not believe he wants her. I think he is very disappointed in her. I think that he's nowhere near in love with her. And it bothers me when they say that. He doesn't want her. Do I believe he wants the best for her? I do. But I don't believe he's in love with her, and I don't believe that he wants to be with her. I don't agree with that.
Sapphire, I agree. Yes.
What's Sapphire? I can't see you.
Oh, you can't see it? She said that girl is a Greek siren, oh evil tail self.
Yeah.
Oh, Lita said right Tabby again. Like Jazz says, I always thought she was an opportunist, and is, and that's why she always boasts about what the next partner has or what they doing. She was happy because she hit a lick. Said Tana. Period. That is the end. She knew she hit a lick. She was pretending to be happy. She knew she had to put on a show. She had to put that face on. I think she was happy at the beginning, then the money got to her head. That's A Stokes. Gloria said she agree with you. And
Okay.
Dreamy said, look at her. I told y'all she only gonna say okay then, y'all. She never seems happy. She been faking it to make it. And she has.
Now she's definitely faking it to make it now.
When he got sick, that's when she wanted out. I don't think she was happy with him. She just wanted the come up because he was better than Sleepy and to get as Sleepy. I think so. I really do.
Man, y'all have to understand, man. With a woman, it has to be something. I mean, I understand she's a different type of breed, but it has to be something. I do believe that yes, she had some ill intention
Can
somewhere
I
in
tell
there,
you
but
what that something is?
huh?
Let me tell you what that something is.
What it was, baby.
When you're pretending because you don't like that person anyway,
Hmm.
she already had things she didn't like. We don't know if you know what I'm saying. She didn't like his looks. She didn't like his weight. I don't care if she did say when he lost weight from the surgery, she wasn't attracted. We don't know a whole. You see what I'm saying? But what it was is whatever it was that she didn't like, she got
Uh-huh.
on. That's what she did. That's what she used. She already didn't like things. She faked it until she got on like she needed to, and she left. That was all. That was she portrayed all of that. It was never that. It was never nothing for her. You know what I'm saying? And you can't fake liking somebody for so long. It will never work because that thing that you don't like is gonna always irk you because it's like it's and I felt like she felt like through the whole thing, but she had to get to where she had to get.
So Dreamy said, Tabby, watch some of them family videos again. She seemed like, let me tell y'all something. I first of all, people grow apart, right? People grow apart. People come in your life for they say seasons and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
I truly and I keep saying this, I truly believe that she was happy in that video.
So Tabby said, right. She was happy, right, Krisha? She was happy with the life. I mean, Dreamy. She said she was happy with the lifestyle. Miss Jazz said Latruth stuff made her happy. I agree with you, Krisha. Melissa, she was happy with the treatment, but not the person. And that's true. We can fall in love. It's so many things that we can like about a person, but that don't mean that we actually love that person. She wanted to put on the show. You gotta remember, they was on the internet. So guess who got to see all of this? Sleepy. It was all a game.
Okay.
Tabby, I usually agree with you, but not this time. That's what Dreamy
But
said.
it's okay. This is what it's all about. Agreeing to disagree.
She
But
was not happy at the moment. She was lying. She is a great actor. I agree. I believe she knows how and when to get in character. She got that down packed. Even though she can't act, she got that part down packed. It's called acting, Cindy said. She was stunned and fronting in that interview. Period. It's called acting, Cindy said. All facts, Tabby. That divorce happened. That's when that wasn't what she wanted. Um, that wasn't what she wanted. She wanted to work it out because she took it too, but she took it too far and couldn't turn it around. It was over. Now, um, in her head, Beverly, she doesn't love herself so much that she doesn't even think that she's worthy of another man treating her like that. That is why she still wanted the situation. And that is why she left the situation. He left her, but when she was no longer in the situation, she had to go right into another one. Because she's trying to make herself feel worthy to somebody anywhere.
Yeah, she lacks a lot of self-love. Cause it's no way if you're gonna tell me that you was just in this bad relationship, you're gonna go look for the same creature. It's no way. I'm going to enjoy myself. I am going to be what that song they say FNIGGA free. Like I'm going to be doing all of that. But for you to get to go jump into another relationship, that just shows the self the lack of self-love and self-respect that you have for yourself. And that's why I said on my live, Creature, about her dad. Like her dad was he was just a body there. He was just a body because ain't no way I would be allowing you to just keep hopping on different penises, because you try to make the next Negro mad. You see what I'm saying? And every time she do that, it's like every situation she left Sleepy to jump on Robert. She left Robert to jump on Janelle. But you can tell that and it's crazy because she wants the freedom, right? She wants the freedom. If you listen to her friends, she had allegedly was sleeping with all these other different men. So why not just do that? Why not just be a whore in peace if that's what you are, quote unquote? And I'm not calling her a hoe, but I'm saying that's what, if you want to just sleep around with different people, then just do that. Why do you have to be in a relationship so bad?
So Elisa said no, she didn't love Ja. Now I truly believe she didn't love Janelle. But what I do believe she strongly likes Janelle, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he's not as easy as RH. He's making her. He's making her chase him. That's why.
No, Christian, I have to disagree, big sis, again.
Oh my God.
I'm serious. I do not think that girl liked Janelle. I truly believe Janelle was at the right place at the right time for her to pick up from where she just left off at. And I believe she did that out of spite, to spite RH. I do not believe she loves that man. I don't believe she likes that man. I don't believe none of it. The girl is for herself. The girl is for herself. She barely even like her own children. So
I do believe she did it out of spite. I will say she did.
She does not.
But I do feel like
she likes the penis. She likes the penis. She doesn't like him. She likes him.
I do feel like she did. I do feel like she did it out of spite, right? But you got to remember too. You know what I'm saying? Like Robert gave it to her easy. He laid it on a platter. You see what I'm saying? And then she got the penis, and she said the penis was good. And guess what? I believe she began to like him because he was more of a chase. She had to catch him. You see what I'm saying? Unfortunately, it happens though.
It does happen. But listen, Christian, listen to what you said. Listen to what you said. She wants to chase him. No, Brianna thinks that she's the prize. She's the no. In her head, we know. But in her head, she thinks that it is a privilege to want to be with her. But she don't act like that. She don't act like that. Once again, just like that lady said across the street. She said she doesn't want to leave Janelle alone because she doesn't want to make this side laugh at her again, which meaning that she don't want to be with him. She do not like that man.
Yeah, but hold on.
Yes, Cherie.
I believe so we talking about when they first started. Yes, she did, but she probably don't care for him like she did at first because of the things he did. But she began to like him because he was more of a chase for her. He didn't give it to her easy.
Okay, so you remember you said, hold on, sis, about to preach to you. Okay, remember you said when she got with Robert, RH, you said she saw everything that she could benefit from him. You said it right. Okay. Listen, check me out. So listen, that's the same thing you just said about Janelle.
No. Yeah, she did. She thought that she could benefit, but guess what? She still thinks that she can benefit because she don't know if he's gonna catch that big break.
Okay. So if you're saying that she didn't like RH like that, you gotta say that she didn't like Janelle
No.
You said that.
I won't say that.
Okay,
she still liked him. She liked him, and she liked the penis, and she liked the chase.
But when you just said about Janelle, when she brought out about Janelle, I said only thing she talked about was the penis.
Hey, everybody.
She also talked about him being an actor. She also talked about those are all like that's not physical, that's not emotional, and that's not mentally. She's only thinking about having a big stepper on her side, and that's what she thought about RH. So
but
that's what you're going to say
toxicity. You got to say toxicity. I think you're missing that part. So
you get what I'm saying?
He didn't make her chase him. You got to remember, toxic people love toxic shit like that. So that was exciting to her to be in competition with other women, and him. She actually began to like him more because of that. Because now she had to be the one to get him. You got to remember who we working with here.
No, I understand, but you're still not understanding what I'm saying. You said that she did not like RH. She only liked him because what he brought to the table. So when I just asked you about Janelle, you said she liked the fact that he was an actor. He had a big penis. That's the same as RH. That's all that's what I'm saying. So you got to say that she's not happy with Janelle neither. I understand what you're saying. She likes the chase, but that's still RH gave her hell too accordingly. So they're both the same if you're gonna put it like that.
So
you gotta call a spade a spade. That's what I'm saying. She liked the RH for what he can bring to the table. She liked the Janelle for what he brought to the table. It was the penis.
Okay, so now listen to this.
Go ahead.
You gotta know she liked him because she started bringing the table.
Yes, because once again, she does not want to look like she's in another failed relationship. You just clearly said that the girl can put on that she's an actor. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she could put on.
Exactly. So I don't think she liked Janelle neither. She was trying to make Latruth look stupid, and she ended up looking stupid. She played both of them, and she also played herself. That's what I'm saying.
I said that before. Now, wait a minute. I know she played herself. Right?
Yep.
But I'm just gonna say, as a woman with money,
tech savvy,
you know what I'm saying? Even fair relationship or no fair relationship, you know, she's already came out and let us know that she's not the prize because she's out here crying over him. How many times did you see her getting on here that distressed and that tore up about her in her fake 6 years of abuse? You see what I'm saying? She's actually showing those emotions with him. She's actually bringing the table to him. Girl.
No, I understand what you're saying, but you're still not understanding me.
I do understand. But
okay, so you're gonna agree.
I feel like I have to say, I feel like she genuinely liked and likes Janelle. Okay. I just do. I feel like, yes, them people said that she don't want to come out here and show another fair relationship. I get that. But I feel like she genuinely likes him more than she liked her ex-husband. I just do.
Okay. We gonna agree or disagree on that one too, sis. Yeah. I just don't.
Okay, who want to come up? I'm dropping the link. Lupa came in here. Let's see. Let's get another update.
Because you have to look at it. When she came to talk about Ja, the first thing she said was about his physical.
You don't get it.
That's the first thing she said. She didn't say that he caressed her, that he holds her hand, that he rub her feet, that he does none of that. She was attracted to the penis. The penis. The penis.
Yeah, thank you, Chrissy. Sahira, I just feel like she likes him more. She does.
No, that girl don't like that man. Because my thing is, if she liked him more, why would you? Okay, if she liked him more, then she would have moved a little different than what she moved with RH. She did not. She did not. I don't know. I just don't think that girl liked him. She liked the fact that, like you said earlier, she thought she had an actor. Thought she had a big stepper. She got a bigger penis. And she thought this man was going to take her somewhere, just like RH did. I just don't
believe baby
that he that she liked him. But hey, we're gonna debate this thing, sis.
Yeah, I dropped the link. I want somebody to come on up here. We need a third wheel.
Man, you got me talking. I lost my voice and everything.
You lost your voice before here.
Yes, some people don't like rejection regardless. Yes, and that's her.
She don't like rejection. We already know. I talked about that the other day.
Yeah, she don't. She can't control her emotions. That's a fact. Deborah said, I agree. I don't think it's more or less. It's just different. Yeah, Ma Deuce, I can agree with that. Narcissistic people have many supplies.
Thank you,
Lisa. Yes, Miss Lisa.
They do.
Hi, Tennessee girl. Hi, Robin Cup. Hi,
come on, y'all typing all these good messages in the chat. Somebody come on and put it on the floor.
Y'all, while y'all listen,
I said that plenty of times now. I know she's scared to be by herself.
Listen, while y'all in the chat enjoying us, y'all put a congratulations in the chat for Krisha. She made it to 1,000 subscribers and she is monetized. She is monetized. Sis is monetized. So can y'all congratulate her in the chat, please?
Thank you.
You're welcome. But yeah, girl, I told you.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations.
Y'all did it. She liked Donnell because he was willing to play with Robert. She is very playful.
Yes.
He was very playful. He didn't care. So and he's like more on her level. Robert had more structure. Donnell is just everywhere like she is, and she likes that shit.
He's immature, right? And like getting her back blown out.
Lolita is a mess. I ain't messing with her.
Y'all, thank you.
Her black bone up.
Some love.
Frog legs, Lolita.
Congratulations, Krisha. But no, for real though, that girl, she I don't know.
Oh, I know my too. So you came up here. She got an RH in his DM, as she did Janelle. She thought he was up and coming star. She got him like RH and had a baby. She saw an opportunity with both.
Thank you, Yvonne, for that super sticker. Thank you,
Yvonne. She apologized to Janelle so many damn times and treated RH like shit. I feel the same way. That's why I think she liked him better. I do. I think she liked him better.
But
I don't know what it is.
Krisha, she was apologizing to Robert behind the scenes.
She has a playmate. They're both goofy and lame and corny, and I can add so many things. Immature, and we can keep the list goes on.
Thank you, Sassy.
Thank you, Sassy. Welcome. I think it's my first time seeing you. Thank you, Terry.
You've been in here before, Sassy.
Yes. Robber. Beverly, did you mean to put a T on the end, or are you trying to say it like old girl over there? Robber had rules. Ja didn't. Ja is that yes man.
Ja is hanging on by a thread.
Please don't fuck Brie and all her dysfunction.
Put yourself on child support. That man is going to be out the door. He's on by a thread. He's not going to be the first baby dad. He's not the first baby daddy. He's not going to be the last.
Oh, Tabby, I pray to God he be the last.
I'm talking about just in general.
Hey, Lupac.
Lupac say she backstage. Come on up here, Lupac.
She up here.
Oh, what's up, Lupa?
Hey y'all, Chris, I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna get down because I'm about to cook. I just got off live, and for some reason, when I use my phone with StreamYard, it take my battery like in 30 minutes. No cap. I don't know why I drain my battery so fast on my phone, but I kind of agree with both of y'all in a sense. But based off of information that I done found out over time behind the scenes, watching patterns of behavior and all of that. RH is that one. I gotta say that.
Yeah.
I feel like every woman has that one man that really made a difference in her life.
Thank
Like a different impact. And I feel like she, even Janashus can see it. Even he knows that. He's intimidated by RH, and that's something that I heard. So I just feel like. And even with her constantly subbing him, if y'all notice, like even things that she do now, she's constantly subbing him. Baby, it ain't that much animosity. That's why they say it's a thin line between love and hate. She's still in love with RH. I believe that if she could, she would go back to him. She would go back to him.
Now here's the question before you get down.
Mm-hmm. But I also believe that she grew to love Janostrils. I also believe that too. That's why I say I kind of side with both of y'all. I feel like she grew to love him, but I still feel like she's in love with RH.
Absolutely. She is. She'll never not be. Honestly.
Yep.
She'll never not be. You ain't getting that everywhere you go.
And y'all know as a woman, anytime you break up with a man or whatever, and especially they had a big impact on your life. We all know she lied about the DV with RH. We all know she wanted him. He didn't want to reconcile, and that's when she flipped the script on him. But I feel like, what was I gonna say? I hate when I lose my train of thought that fast. Hold on, y'all. Somebody talk. It's gonna come back to me.
So go ahead, Caps.
No, I was just telling True Slayer, hey, is she up here?
Yeah, she's up here. So I do believe I feel you. Like I believe she she loves him. I feel like she loves Janelle, but I feel like she's never gonna not love RH. That's just it. Because he was that one. But she did fall in love with Booger Boy. It is what it is.
Yeah, she did. Over time she did. Yep. At first, she didn't love him. She was doing that on some give back. It was some give back.
Yeah,
I agree.
And that's facts.
Everything she do is get back. She has a pattern of get backs.
So let me tell you something. I don't even believe she in love with him. I have to disagree again. I think
I agree with you.
She's lusting for that man. She only likes the physical of him, y'all. I'm telling you, ain't no woman. No.
Well, ain't no woman bring to the table either.
She loved that microphone down there, y'all. That's what got her going crazy.
You know what? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I don't know if he ain't going downtown. Then it can't be that good. I mean,
True Slayer.
I remember what I was gonna say, y'all.
Thank you. And not only if he ain't doing that, but I just feel like me, and maybe this is just me. If I am the table, we ain't finna do this. She's giving him the table. Like, nah, baby, it's deeper than just
right. I think it's a hybrid of what y'all saying. I think everybody made a great point. I think in the beginning, she thought. I think from the beginning it was a hybrid. I think in the beginning she loved that. She thought that he thought she was somebody, right?
Yeah.
And we know she believes she's Beyonce. Okay, so she was like, okay, finally somebody see me. He see I'm that girl. Then also she thought he was somebody. She definitely wanted to one up from Latruth. And wanted to just like she won up when she got with Latruth over Sleepy. She gonna definitely let you know how I done did better the next time, right? And how I got somebody better than you. So she thought that at first. And then when she realized that Latruth really wasn't coming back home, then she tried to make it seem like it was a real relationship, and because of everything that came with her with this saga, she was shelling out that money and basically paymaster, because who want to be around all this drama, and you're a married woman anyway, right? So I just think that it was both. I think that she was geeked that he thought she was somebody. She thought he was somebody.
Yep.
And she quickly realized, like she said, that she saw the red flags in the beginning. And remember, she also told Latruth, I will never heal from you. So she meant that. When she said that, she meant that.
And that was based off of the things that he did for her. And I posted Dreamies because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like she hardcore likes Jonelle way more than she did Latruth. She liked what Latruth was able to do for her.
But listen too, Cree. Think about it like this, y'all. We all, as women, we all know that when we when we come out of certain situations or whatever, like, and take Naomi for instance, like, she was so hard, it's giving a game to her. She craves validation so bad to where she was so hard up. If y'all remember when the first cheating episode came out about Jonas, was when he posted that video of them two women and when he went out of the country.
Yes.
She was more concerned with covering it on the internet than the actual cheating. Like, that was crazy. And you know, when we get with a real man after we come out of a situation,
we don't give a damn.
You ain't thinking about that. You ain't thinking about that last man. So that showed a lot. That's why I say I pay attention to patterns of behavior, like everything logically, because it's no way you still subbing this man 2 years later. She done posted that video in that Versace robe 4 times, talking about our ex's man parts. Ain't no way. Even if you insulted it ain't no way you still thinking about this man's private area or insulting his private area 2 years later if you're being satisfied in the bed currently. It's no way.
Right. Lolita, let me post this because Lolita, I truly understand. Like, I understand Tab's view and I understand your view. But if we sit back and we think about it, then it goes back to what Dreamy said. She don't love nobody.
That's what I've been trying to say, Krisha.
Hold on. You gotta think about her coming out. Your music was struggling. Your music was never popping. All these things that she had to say about him, she actually felt that for real in the relationship, but she just didn't say it because she was reaping what he could do for her. You know what I'm saying?
I have to agree with that.
I can agree with that, Krish. If the logic of it all, because it is kind of given. It's. I love the idea of it. I don't love these actions. I love myself, but I love the idea of what can happen or what can come from these men.
It was the same with Jonelle. With Jonelle, she loved the idea of being able to say, "Oh, so you left, you ain't come back for real." Oh, okay. Well, look, I got me a big stepper now anyway. So from the beginning, she had a motive with Jonelle. They used each other. You know, he fed her ego at first, but then when she started showing him everything Latruth showed her about getting the money on Facebook, she's the type that's gonna help you and do things, and she gonna keep it ever before you. I'm the reason why this, I'm the reason why that. So when she constantly shoving that down your throat, you know what I'm saying? And then you're like, well, hey, I don't like that you do that, but I like what you're doing for me. So I'm gonna pretend, you know what I'm saying, that I'm really into you, because I don't think they like each other. What woman come out and tell everybody that your man flicks boogers everywhere? How you really like somebody that you would tell?
That's why everybody was so confused, because it's given that it's kind of stemming from trauma. Maybe she don't know how to love properly, because if y'all notice, a lot of times everybody was confused in the South because they're like, how can you love somebody but do this to them? You know, she didn't expose every man she was with, and in her mind, because I remember her saying this, that's how I move on. When I really want to move on, I expose. But it's like, you don't do that. Even when you angry with somebody, it's still certain limits you won't go because you love that person. So it's given and if y'all listen to her talk, her version of loving somebody is what she can provide for them. It's always money. Well, because if you notice when she exposed Jonas the last time, she was saying, well, I wonder what the next female gonna do. I wonder what she gonna bring to the table. That's not consistent of love.
That's
It's
what I
not
And
think.
just
and
about
I
what
think
you can do
I think it's
financially.
also because she knows she has a lot of flaws, but rather than deal with them and knowing that she already has children and people always say nobody gonna want you, which I think is a lie. Men be getting with women with 5 and 6 kids all the time. But um I think that she just feel like, well, I don't have to address nothing that's going on with me. Because like I wonder how was you getting your validation before you had this internet money?
Now,
What were you
now,
doing then?
now, Tupac said something though. She said her version of love is what she can give somebody, and that's why I said she loved Janelle because she was able to give to him. That's it.
No, no, no. That don't mean she loves him. Because let me tell you something. These signs that we be talking about, she's a Gemini Cancer, right? I'm a Cancer. And y'all know I love to give. Like I am a giver.
You
But
are.
that's yeah, and that's her natural. She just likes to give. But instead of her giving and she gives to get something back. And that's what she messed up at. She doesn't give from the heart. Because when you
Mhm.
give, that's what I mean.
She
When I
does.
give
She does.
somebody something,
You're right.
I don't, you see what I'm saying? When
Yep.
I give somebody something, I don't expect anything back. That's true giving. But she don't give from the heart. She gives to control. She gives to have the upper hand. She gives to make people like her. She gives
Absolutely.
because she's a people pleaser. She gives because it's nothing natural in what she does.
Yep.
And if you notice, that's what she did to her friends. She gave to them and she talked about it.
So what was she so
It was
what was she
never
giving
genuine. So that's why it never works for her
So what was
because
she
she's
giving
not a
before the money? She was giving her body.
she
What was
just
she giving?
Let's
I
just
don't
be
know what she
real.
was giving.
She
Yeah,
honestly,
how was she getting validated before she had any of this money to be buying anybody, paying moderator, doing any of this?
So
I'm just saying,
whatever,
what was she doing?
it seems like whatever she knows that you like and whatever she once she learns you, that's how she controls you. I hope that makes sense. Once she learns you,
hmm
that's how she controls you. So if she knows that this man like
that's a fact.
giving head every day at 10 o'clock at night, she's going to do that. If she knows that this man like dinner waffles with syrup and strawberries, she's going to do that. She does it to
She just
get
gonna
something
lean
back.
in, huh?
Yeah, she does it to give something back. She doesn't like it's
She does. And she does
yeah.
it for control too. That's why she do
Yes.
it with her dad.
Yes.
So she
Yes.
can keep him right where he at. That's why she did it with all her friends because she thought they was gonna go along with all her BS.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So she
Yes.
does it for a reason. Everything she does, and well, we could sum it up with this for real. Every move that she makes, everything that she does is calculated and it's for something.
A
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah,
But that's
and
why
that why it
I don't think she loved Johnny. I think that if there's whatever love she had for him, I really think it's because he has been the one out of anybody, even friends, even her little internet friend she made that was, rooting for her and was doing all the stuff on the back end for her. Ain't nobody stuck around as close but him. So I think that she really worshiped the fact that regardless, he still is coming around. Absolutely nobody is seemingly coming around. Now that these babies are here, he has to come around,
because
or
look at it.
he should come around, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, okay, you always try to make somebody stay.
Yeah.
You
Check
always try
this
to make
out,
you
too,
stay.
Sayer. Check this out. Look at Robert. When she got with Robert, Robert really didn't need her to do anything. He just wanted her to be a wife. That's all he wanted from her, to be a wife. But she didn't know how to do that because she's so used to giving herself and offering herself. So she didn't know how to accept to be a wife. So what did she do? She got pregnant. She gave him a child, right?
Yeah.
So she moves from Robert, and Janelle is the type, it's almost like she prayed. She prayed on him because when she got with Janelle, she felt useful, meaning giving him things. Robert didn't need nothing from her.
Yep.
So she didn't feel useful with Robert. But when she got with Janelle, she was able to use the abilities that she likes to do. Like she always says, she was able to give. She was able to do all these things for
I
him.
don't think she loves to give. She loves to control, and you do
Yes,
that by
and that's
by
her way
giving.
of controlling by
Right.
giving. If you
Right.
listen to her friend across the street, he wanted that necklace. The friend told her, no, do not get it. He said, I'm gonna break up with you if you don't get it. What did she do? She bought it for him. Why did she do that? Control him for another month to get him back. Everything she does for this guy is for her benefit. It has nothing to do with nobody else. It's for her benefits. And that's in all her relationships, friendships, situationships, um, daughterships, like any relationship she gets in, it's for her benefit. She try to control people with her giving. And that's why it
Right.
never ever lasts, because she doesn't give from the heart. It doesn't come genuine. That's the reason why she can't keep friendships.
And
That's
then
the reason why she can't keep a man.
and then she think they not being genuine when she said, "Well, when the bank closed, then everybody leave." Okay, that's what they was in it for, and that's what you was in it
Yeah,
for.
that's
It was
what
a
I'm
it was a
saying. Yeah,
transaction.
this girl really needs some self love. Until she gets this self love, she's going to keep bouncing from man to man to man to man, from friendship to
Agreed.
friendship to friendship to friendship. She's
She needs
never
some
going to have a
some
relationship.
hardcore counseling. And I
Yes.
keep saying this over and over. Like she really needs to go get a I'm
She
sorry.
needs to be inpatient.
She needs to go get a diagnosis because there's something there. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
There's something
Yeah.
there. She
Yeah,
needs to
she
go
don't.
get a diagnosis and she needs to go get on the right medication. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I
Yes,
can say that confidently. I can say that because hey, I take mines every day. I'm not ashamed to say that. You know what I'm saying? And she needs to there's nobody else that's gonna realize it for you, sweetheart. There's nobody else. You're gonna have to
yep.
realize that yourself.
Yeah.
And just the simple basis of you refuse to believe. Like she said, I've never done anything wrong in any of my relationships, and I'm like, who just said they didn't do anything wrong ever in any relationship? So she's gonna be by herself, like y'all was saying, until she has a moment of saying, if I am all these wonderful things, why does nobody stay around? And then she like, well, whatever, because she doesn't have emotion to me, like genuine emotion and feelings, because she always trying to play out whatever role she want in that situation. Like you said, I'll be whatever you need me to be, so who are you? Is always the question we keep asking, like, who are you? And take it and run with that. But she's never really discovered who she was. And now that we got this whole DV with Jonelle going on, uh that man ain't gonna forget all of this stuff. This you don't brought to his name. He trying to grow an acting career and all of this going on. He's never gonna forget that and cherish her unless he really, really give his life to God, so on and so forth, which God can do anything. I'm a believer of that. But that's what he would have to do. It's not gonna be no, you know, y'all secretly got engaged. Like, when is anything a secret with you? Like, nothing is for
Well,
real.
True Slayer, to be honest with you, that situation would never be blessed.
Mm-mm.
It will never be blessed. The foundation that it was built on, it wasn't a solid foundation. It wasn't a truthful foundation. That God did not put that together. And I'm sick of people still saying that. And
Mm-hmm.
another thing, and I know y'all hate when I always say be biblical, but you have to understand, Brianna has yet to fall to her face and tell God, I am sorry for what I have done. She have yet to come out on this internet and apologize. I know they keep saying, why she got to apologize? Yes, the same way you disrespected that person, it's the same way that you need to apologize to this man, because
Loud
God is
and
not
clear.
pleased for what you're doing, and you're using his name in vain. That situation that she is in is going to be worse than what she just be worse than the
Absolutely agree.
situation than what she went through with the man that she claimed that actually abused her, abused her. So she got to stop playing so God can line her life up. Right now, he is nowhere in sight. If
Mm-hmm.
God was anywhere in sight, she wouldn't have the same friends that she had when she came in this saga. She definitely wouldn't even be with Jonelle. She would have apologized to Latruth. She wouldn't be going to court. She wouldn't be trying to set down every platform that's talking about her. God is nowhere in this mess. And I want people to stop using him. That's why he keep making an example out of all of them. And they're going to pay for what they did to our age. Everybody is. Everybody's going to pay for what they did to that man. Jonelle, he ain't even scratched the surface yet. Like, they all have to pay for what they did. You reap
Thank
what
you,
you
Queen
sow.
Sage.
You reap what you
And
sow.
I agree with you. I agree when you say that, oh, it's not going to be blessed. I believe that God can do anything, right? When you totally submit to him and all of that. However, I don't see that happening really in this situation because there isn't a real thirst after who God is for real. He's not a God that's going to be pimped out to whatever it is you're trying to do. But I'm not going to ever say what he won't do. You know what I mean? What he won't restore.
I'm not saying that he won't. I'm not saying he won't restore. But I'm telling you right now, because of the foundation that they built it on, it's never going to be between them. It's not going to be restored. God is not in no mess, and they was created on mess. And now, am I saying that they can't?
It was all built on a lie.
Yeah, and I understand that. Yeah, I'm just gonna say,
I mean, saying that their relationship as mom and dad. First of all, a man, once you tear down a man image and they manhood and they soul, they would never, ever respect you.
Nope.
Never, especially in front of millions of people. She might as well go start looking for another man because Janelle, mentally, he is gone. Once you tear down a man publicly, even behind closed doors, they have no more respect for you.
And that just brings it right back to the title of this live. Is he still in love with her? No, she's tore him down.
Right. No.
She everything that he's built.
Right.
She tore him down. And it's the same with Janelle. He already seen it. She already did it to him. You demasculated. It's over with.
There you go, Krisha. Say it again. She did what?
She demasculated them men.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
She demasculated them both.
Okay.
Actually, all three, but one of them is still under the spell.
Yeah.
So if she don't think, you know what I'm saying? Robert wasn't the one that wanted to do the back and forth for her or do the arguing. He definitely was smart. See, he know that he know where his money came from. So he didn't want to hear. He tried to stop it early on. Then you did it again to another one.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, a man is going to protect his home. A man is going to protect his image. And if he really loves you, he's going to protect you. And that's exactly what he tried to do.
He tried.
But because you who you are, you're not accepted to real love, and you don't know how to allow a man to love you, you sabotaged it. And she does that with everything she touched. She don't know how to just sit back and be still. She don't know how to sit back and be still. And that's why she can't hear from God, because God be saying, I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to you. But you keep going on 285, 185.
Too much in the mix.
Be still to hear him.
She's too much in the mix.
Yes. You got to step back. And I said this on my live before. You have to step back from the situation and allow him to do his work. But first you gotta go back from where it started, boo-boo. You got to go back. You have to apologize to RH. You're never going to have any peace until she get on this internet and say, I lied on this black man. I am sorry. And please forgive me. She's not going to have any peace in her life. Her life has been chaos. And let me tell you how I know God is not involved with her, because God is not the art of confusion. The devil is. Not only that, God will give you the ability and convict you and make you come out here and do what's right. But because you're not aligned with the Lord, you're not going to do that. So stop using his name in vain. And I keep telling everybody that he's going to make an example out of you. And he's doing it right now. You have to go back where it first started. Apologize to RH. Apologize to this man. And all of this will go away.
Yep. And she has to do it here. Unfortunately, people don't understand that, but she has to do it here. You know what I'm saying? And when I don't know if it'll ever happen. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but it's gonna take for her to be all alone for that to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
What's gonna happen is
have to hit rock bottom.
Let me tell you something, Krisha. What's gonna happen is she is going to lose everything.
She's losing everything.
Oh, baby, it's going to get worse. And what's sad is the women that cheers this on, the women that's around her and making her feel like what she's doing is okay. They're going to have to pay for that too. Because if you knew right, you would do right, right? They know what's right. But because they are a tool for the devil, hello somebody, and because they are demons, like I've been saying, they're going to continue to push this narrative to make her feel like what she doing is. I promise you, if she listens to this, I promise you, BB, if you just apologize to RH, all demons will flee.
Yes, they will.
Meaning the people that's following you now, the fake friends, the fake mentors, the fake preacher, all of that will flee from you. Even Jonelle is going to flee because he's not meant to be with you, baby. I have to say it. That's not your husband. God has better for you. I have to say that. He does. But you have to do your job. And that is to apologize to this man on the same way you disrespected him. Because he's not pleased with none of this. That's why this stuff will not stop. Because you have to go to the beginning.
She does have to go to the beginning, but now this is where I say it's got to be in you.
Yes, Tanya.
She's definitely gonna have to go get some help first before she can even get there. And I understand. I'm gonna just be real, y'all. God also gave us common sense.
Yeah.
And the child needs some therapy and some medicine. She has to go get. She has to go back to the beginning, but she has to go get some help because it's not gonna change. It's gonna be the same thing. She could come out and she can apologize all day. Okay, she can come out and apologize all day, but the cycle is gonna continue because it's.
Let me tell you something, Krisha. Though, if you are a believer in God, meaning if she do fall to her face and ask for forgiveness from God, and if she do and she come out here and apologize to RH, God would line all of that up for her, baby. She wouldn't need no medicine. She wouldn't need that. God will line everything up for her to be where she needs to be. All she has to do is accept him. Truly accept him. Don't keep using God to come out here and for people to cry for you and keep using him. Don't do that. That's why he keep making an example out of you. That's why he keep making an example out of you, because you playing with him. Y'all got to stop this. Stop using God. And truly,
yes, he can change it. He can change it instantly. Real talk. You're right. You know, but that I would have to say, at the same time, I mean, it's just hard. Like, it's like, you know, yes, she could come out and she can apologize. Okay, the damage is done. She can come out and apologize. But at the same time, I have a hard time saying that she'll find the right husband for herself, because I'm sorry, like she plays a big part.
Yes, but Krisha, that goes back to what I'm saying. If God is involved, all of that changes. That's what I'm saying. You have to, and you're right. Faith without works is dead. She still have to put in her part. But once she do the big part, and that's come and apologize how she messed up this here internet on RH, the rest will flow. The rest will flow.
Like when you said, Jonelle is not the husband. Now, yes, God ain't gonna send you another man's wife. Just like,
thank you. Hello.
I understand that, right? But at the same time, it ain't all these men. It ain't these men. I can't say that he couldn't have been a good man to her. I just don't feel. I feel like it's a lot of messed
Lisa,
up.
We know that
inside of her. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, yes, she has to do the work and she has to get the help. Other than that, she's gonna ruin so many men's lives.
I told you.
As is, she definitely is not a wife. As is, he is nobody's husband or any of that. You know, I don't even think they know how to properly be the individuals that they're supposed to be, let alone somebody's spouse. You know what I'm saying? They're, in my opinion, very far from anything like that. I just was, you know, I just remind myself of, like, you know, like it's a couple I know. When they were very young, they've been together since very young, right? They've been ministering, pastoring for years now successfully. But the pastor was, you know, he used to be on drugs. He got her involved in it. You know, they went down there and through it. They both got delivered. They both clean. They both, you know, been living for the Lord on fire for the last 20 some years after that, right? And, you know, everybody used to always say, you know, you shouldn't be with him. He the one got you in this situation, in this condition and everything like that. but God did a work in both of them, and they were able to remain together and do whatever they do. Now, I get what you're saying, Tabby, because like you said, the foundation is faulty, you know, and it was, I mean, her being married and her openly being married and having another man, not just around her kids, but in the house. You traveling with your baby to go sleep in the same bed with this man. You still a married woman. She had no concept whatsoever of what marriage was, what a covenant is, any of that, right? And so we won't even be able to, we can just sit here and say you're not a wife material as you are now. I don't think any man worth claiming would be with her in the way that she is now, and not because she has 6 kids, but because she has proven that if you don't do what she wants, she gonna air the business out, she gonna lie, she'll put you at risk, she'll do all of that, and then turn around and be the victim. And as she told Ayana, you know, I get paid the most when I come on here and cry.
Absolutely. Lupac.
She's a broken woman. She's definitely broken.
Lupac, I said this the other day. I actually got your live. I got it saved because he was a totally different man with Chrissy. This is like, man, that's why I said it's in her, and she's gonna continue to destroy. And look, Chosen, you said a word up here. You was gifted the Holy Spirit, and you still had to put in work, which was under doctor's care. She needs that. I can speak on that because I see it, because I've been there, because I do it. She needs that. That's why I keep saying he gave us common sense. Yes, he's gonna take us so far, but we got to do the work. He gave us common sense to also do the other work.
That's why I said faith without works is dead. He's gonna get her there, but she always have to put in. She has to put in work too, and that's just anything in life. I mean, that's just anything in life. Relationships, a new job, whether you want to work out.
Absolutely.
Like God can take, God can take the table away from me, but I still got to go out there and run and go to the gym. You see what I'm saying? So yes, we all still have to do our part. But until then, she really needs to come out here and face what she did so he can start. He can't even start with it because she's in denial. Not she's ain't even in denial. She's being selfish.
Yeah.
She's being selfish. She's being she's definitely a narcissist. So until she realized that she is the problem, baby, she gonna keep in the brick wall.
And this was crazy though. I don't know why she hasn't. Maybe she has thought it because I don't know what she's thought, but why she hasn't.
She's thought if she thought about coming out and apologizing. That's what you. I'm sorry.
What? No, I was gonna say like, what validation and respect do you think you might get if you come out and be honest and genuine and sincere about what has happened, who you are, what direction you're trying to move in now? People respect honesty. They respect when you're being genuine, even when you mess up. And I don't know why it seemed like have never considered that. You know what? Maybe all of this, all these people talking about me. Well, change the narrative.
She has
changed the narrative.
She's considered it, but y'all gotta see what she's already paid attention to is what it did, how social media did him on her account. She's afraid of that. She can't handle that. He told us that. She can't. So she's thought about it. She's contemplated it. She knows that she did wrong, but she's afraid.
Right.
Christian, what did I say the other day? I want all of us to win.
Absolutely.
But I only want I want the people to win, and I want us to be able to handle the win.
Absolutely.
Everybody can't handle the win. Some people, I mean, they just can't. So you gotta be prepared for what you ask for. The tongue is very powerful. You have to be ready. Because once you ask God for something, you better ask direct.
You better be direct. I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of y'all already know, but you're right. You have to be direct. I remember sitting in my car one day, and baby, I was not direct, but I was talking to God, and I was like, I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired of this. I just need a change. And this was a long time ago, and he set me down, if y'all know what I mean. And it helped me. I'm a much better person. I'm in a much better space, but he set me all the way down. And I needed exactly that to get where I am today. But you must be direct because I didn't want him to put me there. for me to get it together. But that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if she already has a very low self-esteem for whatever reasons that we don't fully know or understand, to go and talk to somebody to really get yourself together, you definitely have to be willing to be like, she's not honest with herself, right? And
Yes.
so if you're gonna talk to somebody and then you like, okay, they against me because they're gonna highlight those things that you won't admit to yourself that are true. So you don't want to go talk to them or see them because they just gonna highlight a lot of things that you already know you're doing wrong, and they're gonna pull out other things that you're not even aware of that are affecting you. And some people just really don't want to face
The truth.
self.
And I know
Yeah.
somebody like that. I know
Mm-hmm.
somebody like that. And I feel like they will go, and once they start hearing the truth and what it is, they will stop. And they can't get in there and tell the truth. And I'm like, these people, they don't know you. Go talk about what you know what I'm saying? Go talk about it. These people don't know you. And if you go in their line, guess what you're doing? You lying to yourself. They don't know you.
Right. Well, Creature, I enjoyed you guys like always.
Hush, Fendi.
I love all of you guys.
She's barking at you, Abby.
Huh? What you say, Creature?
She barking at you. Go ahead.
Hey, Fendi, baby. But I appreciate all of you guys for supporting us. But I gotta get up out of here. I gotta go to the gym. Um, yeah. So I talk to y'all later. Y'all be good to
Okay, I'll
yourself
talk to you in a minute.
and be good to others. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.
Love you too.
Mhm.
All right. Her pride prevents her from offering an apology as Cree. It will require her to reach rock bottom. It will. That's it. Um, we gonna get off here in a minute too. Truth Slayer, you got any last words?
No, ma'am. I was just gonna say I'm gonna go ahead and drop down. I appreciate you allowing me up here. Always great, little insights that I learned listening to you over here. So thank you. Have a good evening, honey.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Woo, y'all. That was good, huh? That was good. There's a lesson in everything, Creature. I'm trying to tell you, Lolita. It really is. I've always thought that she would have been made things right, but other people showed her how to get away with stuff, so she never did. And that's a fact. Love and light, ladies. Thank you, Miss Jazz. She thinks she's God's gift to men. Well, she better think again. Um, Great chat. Thank you. Hey, Dee Dee from Dreamy. What's up, Lex? I didn't even see Alexis. Yeah, it was good. Oh, Miss Lisa, girl, that was only a little bit because, honey, them phone calls. Yes, me and Tabby, we if it's something we get into, we be into it. That was amazing, Cree. Thank you. Good live. Thank y'all. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Hey, Troy. Um, Thank you, Sunflower for Life, for stopping in. Come back more often. So many good points. Great live. Thanks you. Thanks, Dreamy. Y'all, it was my off day, so I said, let me come spend some time with y'all. Thanks, Talks with Tony. Is that Tony, Tony, Tony? Tony, 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 is that you? Y'all feed off each other. We do. And we listen. Like, I like different point of views. Um, Thank you, Lolita. Krisha, Tabby, Truthslayer, Lupa all made some valid points. Great live. Thank you, that one. Thank y'all so much for coming. As Tabby already told y'all, I am monetized. I appreciate y'all. Y'all did that. Honestly, keep speaking on her because she needs this. I have another live that I'm putting together right now. Thank you so much, Lakeith. Thank you, Matu. Yeah, what time you off? Thank everybody for coming. Thank you so much, sweet queen. Um, it's been real. It's been real. Yeah, I thought so. I thought that was you, my girl. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump up off here. I appreciate all the super chats. Actually, let me see. How do I see them? Drop her link in here, boo. She gonna drop Tabby's link in here for y'all. Thank you so much, Lupac. So y'all can follow Tabby. Lupac, you in here? Drop your link. My two, you in here? Y'all know. Please drop y'all links. I don't never care if y'all drop them. Y'all don't have to ask. Can y'all drop them? Like I, some of my content today was from Lupac. And Latte, y'all could drop Latte's link. I did use Latte video. But yeah, y'all go get the word. All of them be speaking. I promise y'all that girl doesn't like herself for real. She don't. If she has ever said with her, if she has ever said with herself and was honest with her, she definitely doesn't like who she is. And I think that's a fact. Somebody drop Lupac link. Y'all know she always doing something. So she doesn't. And I talked about this before, Lolita. I'm so comfortable with myself. I love sitting by myself. I know who I am. I just love myself. I don't even have to have anybody around a lot of times. I'm really an introvert. Nina, no, not yet. Boo love is she? No, she's not. We trying to get her there though. So I think me and Tabby we supposed to be going live. Thank you, Chosen. Some people lie to themselves so much they believe their lies. Yes, they do. So they can only talk to someone about what they believe. Yeah, they can't even give the real because they believe the lies they done already told so dang on much. That's sad. You know, I'm not monetized yet. I have to get a few more watch hours, and she gonna get them this week. There's Latte link right there. That's tabs. There go Lupox. So yeah, those ladies give commentary on this. Tabby gives a commentary on different things. For the super chats, thank you, Tabby. That girl monetized. Let's go. Dreamy, thank you, love. Thank you, Cree, if you still in here. Thank you, my two. Miss White. Miss Lisa, thank you so much. That one, thank you, love. We exposed Gina real views. Thank you, Yvonne. And Miss Sassy. Ranithia, thank you so much. Queen Sag. She stays with Ja to not look like the pro. Got to catch the replay, and that you do. Anzu. Thank you, Lupac, for that. But yeah, y'all. It's been real. She's not going live until Wednesday. Tabby says she's going live Wednesday. You ladies was fire. I gotta watch the beginning. I missed it. Yeah, I'm finna go edit that music out the beginning right now. Tabby's going live Wednesday, but she got some content on there, Miss Turner, that you can watch right now. The discussion board, I love being by myself. Miss Lysandra, yeah, hit that replay, girl. Lolita says she could sit by herself and be totally honest about who I am, and if I need to fix something about me, I will. Me too. I've been fixing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even things that I've been tweaking little things too. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like I've gotten right. You know what I'm saying? But they still need a little tweaking. You know, sometimes we got to check ourselves, and I'm okay with that. Thank you, Miss Sabby. We need a part 2. Sabby, the next one, maybe I can get somebody because maybe I can see if somebody want to do that one with me because that one they ain't gonna like. It ain't gonna be like that much. We love you too, discussion board. I'm just chilling. I'm just letting y'all get y'all last words. Thank you, Nina. I was gonna address some other things today. You just made me think about it, Nina. But I'm gonna just let that stay where it's at because I don't want to get too people too much attention. They can stay where they at. Maybe I can do that impromptu or something. Part 2 with the CCs. Y'all gotta Harmony and them say they gonna try to do something like once a month, so I think that would be dope. They need to do that. And they'll probably add people to the panel, which would be dope too. Okay. So we gonna ride out. And I'm gonna just let this play so I can let y'all say goodbyes and we gonna ride out. Good night, y'all.